Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Homestyle Homestead. My name is Lexi if you are new. Today I'm going to be showing you how I make my homemade eggnog. Like most things that I do, this can be intimidating, but also like most things I do, I am here to show you that it's not as hard as it may seem. Eggnog is one of my favorite Christmas drinks by far. Just a couple years ago, I started making it from scratch. It's so delicious, it's creamy. It has so much more flavor than store-bought eggnog and I just love it, and it's really easy to make. My family loves it and I'm sure yours will as well. Now I may have messed up a couple things, but I did that for you so that you don't have to make those mistakes. But it tastes delicious, it turned out perfect. I'm also going to show you how I put these little garnishes on and where you can get these pretty jars. So if you are ready to try out making eggnog at home with this very easy recipe, then please keep watching. Also really quickly, I just wanted to pop back in here and say, I think that a lot of people don't make homemade eggnog because of two reasons. One, they think that the eggs are raw, which is not true. You temper the eggs, which is where you slowly bring up the temperature of the eggs, and you slowly pasteurize them, which technically makes them not raw. By doing that, you kill anything that could possibly get you sick. And then the second reason is in tempering your eggs, you can accidentally make scrambled eggs if you do it wrong, and you can do that wrong by heating them up too fast. I had a little accident in today's video. My son was needing me and I left the pot and forgot to turn it down. And guess what? I scrambled my eggs. And it's the first time I've ever actually done that, but I'm gonna show you a trick to fix it if you scramble your eggs. It tastes just as good. So the very first thing I like to do when I'm making my eggnog is wash my eggs. I did that. I washed my eggs just because they came from my chickens, so they're kind of nasty. If you get store-bought, you don't have to wash them. While those are drying, I like to put my eggnog in these really cute jars that I get my juice in. I think that they're just so pretty with this little design. So whenever I get some juice for my baby or for me or whatever, I will save the jars, take the wrappers off, put it in a sink full of very hot water, some Dawn dish soap, and oil. The oil is what's really gonna help get all this sticky stuff off a lot easier. All right, now that we have those soaking, we are gonna start on to the eggnog. I'm personally upscaling my recipe by like 4 times because I have a lot of eggnog that I need to make for people, but the original recipe I'll have down in the description for you. Okay guys, so in the video, I actually forgot to do this part first, so I'm gonna show you so you do it in the right order. You wanna start off by putting your milk and your cream in your pot on a simmer on the stove so that it's ready to go by the time you get to the step that you need it. I didn't do that in the video, I forgot. Give me a little break, I only make this once a year, so I forgot. But add your milk and cream to your pot, put it on the stove on a medium flame. For the recipe, it's 2 cups of milk and 1 cup of cream, but I'm doing 4 times this, so I'm gonna have to add 8 cups of milk, and you know what? I don't think I have enough milk. Okay, we're about a cup short. I'm not gonna worry about it. It might just be a little more decadent later. I can add more milk when I go to drink it. And 4 cups of heavy cream. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put this on the stove. Next, what we're gonna do is we are going to separate our yolks from our whites. We need them separated. We're gonna use both. I'm gonna take my sweater off for this part because it's getting messy. The easiest way to separate out your eggs, in my opinion, is just to put it in your hand. It's a little messy, but in my opinion, it's the best way. As I drop it. now that we have our egg whites separated from our egg yolks, we're gonna put the egg whites aside. We're gonna start working on our egg yolks. Now for the single recipe, it's 6 yolks and 1/3 cup of sugar to these yolks. Like I said, I'm doing enough for 4 recipes, so I'm gonna be adding 1 cup and 1/3. Oops, I spilled it. To this, it's 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. In my case, it's gonna just be 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Then it is 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Oops. So for me, it's gonna be 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. I think I had just enough. I'll have a little bit left for my garnish when we're done, thankfully. And then it's 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I like to add a little bit more. I think it just accentuates the flavor. So for me, that would be 4. No, yeah, I'm gonna do 6. And then a pinch of salt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you're just gonna cream all of that together. This is one of those things that I started making just for my husband and I, and decided I would give some to some family last year, and everybody loved it. If you like eggnog, this is the best. I've decided it's going to be one of my new traditions that I want to start for myself and for my family. Okay, so I forgot, the first step is to get your liquids going in a pot on the stove so they're warm by the time you're done with this. So now I'm gonna have to wait a minute for that to heat up. You won't, because you did it right and it will be warm. So as soon as it's warm, I will be back with you. Okay, my milk is now hot, but not boiling, nothing like that. You're going to move on to the hard part. The hard part, it's really not that hard. A lot of people get intimidated by this part because if you are not careful, you can make scrambled eggs. But I'm gonna show you the way I do it that makes it pretty foolproof. You take a ladle of milk, and you're gonna really start mixing this, and you're going to just slowly drip it in. This is called tempering your eggs. This heats them up without cooking them. I want to bring them up to the temperature of the milk very slowly. This is how you do that. You can gradually start pouring it in a little faster. Just don't stop stirring when you pour it in. Keep kind of touching it just to see if it's getting up to temperature. It is getting warmer. In a minute, we will just pour it all into the pot. You gotta make sure it's up to temperature first. I'm gonna do the same thing, just the other way. So now very slowly. Okay, we successfully have no egg chunks. Now I'm gonna put this back on the stove. I'm gonna put it back on about a medium heat. And you're going to let this heat up a little more again. You want it to start to thicken. While we let that thicken, we're gonna start on whipping our egg whites. Add your egg whites to your stand mixer. You're gonna add 1/3 cup of sugar, or for me, 1 1/3 cups. And you're gonna turn it on and let it come up to a soft peak. I need to add onto my little recipe here that you have to let your egg mixture, aka this egg mixture, cool before you can add it to your yolks. Now, I had to walk away and go see my baby for a second, so I think that, yeah, I definitely got it a little eggy on the bottom, but it's not going to ruin it. You're just gonna put it through a mesh like this, just like that, and that is gonna catch any scrambled eggs that you may have gotten in here. Once you have your mixture thickened, go ahead and let it cool for 2 hours. I don't wanna wait 2 hours, so I'm gonna put mine on ice here. Let the ice chill it. I might throw it into the fridge. I want mine to cool pretty fast, so I'm gonna get this to cool off and then I will come back and show you the rest of the steps. Okay, so that's taking a little longer to cool off than I thought. Aren't you glad I'm making these mistakes so you don't have to? You're gonna be able to just whip this out like nothing. I needed to adjust my recipe. Like I said, I only make this once a year, so it's not like I remember like exactly how I do it every year. And it also doesn't help that I wrote it down wrong. So I added let cool completely before you whip your egg whites. I did want to show you what a soft peak looks like. And do you see when I pick it up, it's not sticking straight up, but it's pretty fluffy. When you go like this, it kind of folds over a little. If you can see, that is what you want. Okay guys, it's been a couple of hours. I let my egg mixture cool off, and now we're going to just simply fold in our soft peak egg whites to our egg mixture. You want to be careful. The reason you kind of fold it in is because if you watched my video last week, you would know when you whip your egg whites, it puts air into your eggs, and you want to be careful not to overmix and lose all of the air you just whipped into your eggs. This is gonna make it extra creamy and delicious. Now that this is all mixed in, we get to put it in the jars. Here are our jars. These are the two we took the labels off of earlier. I ended up just spraying a little bit of the Dawn dish soap power wash spray on the stubborn stickiness that wouldn't come off the rest of the way, and this took it right off, so maybe even do this from the start. I'm going to pour my eggnog into a pitcher just to make it easier to pour it into these jars. Okay, perfect. There's just enough left over for us to have a little taste test. I'm going to show you a cute little way to decorate the jars. But first, I'm going to have some That is so good. So good. Okay, now is my favorite part. It is decorating the jars. Okay, I just went outside and I foraged around for some little greenery. A really fun and easy and free way to add a little bit more decoration to any present that you wrap. Just get some of this stuff and slip it onto your wrapping, whatever you're wrapping. I also bought this from the store. Just remembered I don't have my glue gun anymore, but luckily for me, I have eyelash glue. So there. Okay, and now that we have our decorative garnish on our jars, we are all done. I can't wait to give this to my family members. They're gonna love it. If you give this a try, you're gonna love it. Let me know down below in the comments. Also, let me know down in the comments, do you like the decoration on the top or down in the middle of the jar? I really hope that you give this a try. This eggnog, it doesn't taste like store-bought eggnog. It's a different taste and it's so much better. I absolutely love it, and I think that these turned out so cute. I hope that you give it a try. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. And until the next one, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.